Hi Aces! Welcome back to our Vegas Aces YouTube channel. My name is Angela Marie and I'll be your host for today. In this first lesson, we'll teach you how to play craps as we discuss in detail the pass line and don't pass line. But before we get started, I just want to remind you to like, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you'll always be notified of our latest videos and live streams. Now, on with the show. Craps can seem like a complicated game. However, if broken down to its core elements, it can be seen as just another straightforward casino game. In a typical casino game, there's a main bet and a side bet. And it's the same with craps. The main bet is your pass line bet, where the player is betting that a certain number will roll twice before a 7 is rolled. There are two variations of this main pass line bet, which includes the come bet and the place bet. On each of these variations, the player is betting that a certain number will hit before a 7. All of the rest of the bets can be considered side bets that the players will play as they're waiting for their main bets to hit. The first roll on a craps game is called the come-out roll. A new round begins on the come-out roll when the puck is marked as off. Now, on all dice tables, there is a puck that is black on one side and white on the other. Most will have an on and an off on them. When the puck is black, it signifies that it is the come-out roll. The casino requires a mandatory bet on the pass line or don't pass line in order for the shooter to roll the dice. The stickman will offer the shooter 5 dice to choose from, and the shooter will pick up 2 of those 5 dice. Don't get too cool for school and toss 3 of the dice back to the dealer like you're the Fonz. Be warned, in craps, that's just jumping the shark. It's not as slick as you think. On the come-out roll, if the shooter rolls a 7 or an 11, then all of the players will win even money on their pass line bet. If the dice rolls a 2, 3, or 12, then this is known as craps or crapping out, and the pass line bet will lose. The house edge for the pass line is 1.41%. For the don't pass bets, the exact opposite will occur, where on the come-out roll, a 7 or an 11 will lose and a 2 or a 3 will win. However, keep in mind the term bar 12, which means that your bet will push if a 12 is rolled. Keeping in mind that bar 12 is a tie, the house edge for the don't pass line is 1.36%. If the shooter rolls a 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, or 10, then a point is established, and the puck will be turned to the on position with the white showing and placed on the appropriate number. Once a point is established, in order for the pass line to win, it's the shooter's goal to roll the point number again before rolling a 7, which is known as a 7 out. If the shooter rolls a 7, then the pass line loses and the dice will be passed clockwise to the new shooter. However, if the shooter rolls the point, then the pass line wins. The shooter will keep the dice and a new round will begin. For all you craps lovers, check out this 2-inch acrylic red jumbo dice. It's perfect as a decoration, a paperweight, or even for gameplay. Add a bold touch to your game room or desk with this eye-catching dice. Get yours now and roll in style. Keep in mind, the only numbers that matter once a point has been established are the point itself and the number 7. The don't pass is the opposite. You want the 7 to roll before the point. The rest of the numbers will remain unaffected unless the player is betting on a side bet, such as the field or one of the proposition bets. Now, we will discuss taking and laying odds. After the point has been established, players can take odds by placing an additional wager behind their pass line bet. The odds will be paid differently depending on what number the point is. So if the point is a 4 or a 10, then the odds will be paid 2 to 1. If the point is a 5 or a 9, then the odds will be paid 3 to 2. And if the point is a 6 or 8, then the odds will be paid 6 to 5. The 6 and the 8 are the most popular numbers to play because they get rolled the most often. So, believe it or not, there's actually a 6 to 5 bet in the casino that is popular. The odds are paid as true odds, meaning there's no house advantage. Taking odds is the best bet in the house. For example, on the pass line, the player will place a $10 wager with an additional $10 odds bet behind their pass line bet, about 2 finger widths apart. With the point being 9, if the shooter rolls the 9 before a 7, the pass line bet will be paid $10, or even money, and the odds wager will be paid $15, or 3 to 2. The pass line always wins even money, and the odds bet will always be paid the appropriate odds. Laying odds on the don't pass line is the same as taking odds on the pass line, except reversed. Remember, the don't pass line is the exact opposite of the pass line. For example, if the point is a 9 and the player laid odds on the don't pass line and a 7 hits, Then instead of being paid 3-2, like he would if he was playing odds on the pass line, it would be reversed, and the player would be paid 2-3. His 3 red chips, $15, would be paid with 2 red chips, $10. The player has to lay $15 to win $10. Once a point has won or lost, the puck is returned to the off position, or the black side of the puck, and a new come-out roll begins. If the shooter 7 outs, a new shooter begins the next come-out roll. Now here's a breakdown on how the odds are calculated. When rolling 2 dice, the probability of rolling a certain combination is 1/36. That means there are 36 combinations of numbers that the dice could possibly roll, and not all of those numbers are created equal. There are some combinations that show up much more frequently than others. 2 and 12 are rolled the least because there's only one combination that can give us these numbers, while the number 7 has the most combinations, or number of ways it can be rolled. 7 is the only number out of the group that has 6 combinations. This means there's a higher probability of rolling a 7 than there is of rolling a 2, which is why the casino takes your money on the number 7 and not on the number 2. There's a 16.67% chance that the player will roll a 7 compared to the 2.78% chance that they'll roll a 2. And that's why it's always good to know the probability before playing a game. That's why betting on the don'ts is the smarter move. So join the dark side. We have cookies. That does it for today's show. Now you know how the pass line and don't pass work. Please click on our second video to learn about how the come and don't come bets work. Just a quick reminder, Vegas Aces is supported by viewers like you. Click that hype button to help us get our content out there and grow as a channel, or donate. Donations make it possible for all of these videos to be brought to you for free. If you think this video is worth more than free dollars, then please donate the amount you feel it's worth by clicking the link in the description below. If you can't afford to financially support us, then please help us update our World Toke board. This shows the toke numbers for casino dealers around the world, but we can't update these numbers if people don't contribute. You can anonymously send us your toke numbers via our toke line or by emailing heather@vegas-aces.com. Also, if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. Do you want to see our content 5 days early? Subscribe to us on Patreon, where we give our patrons exclusive early access and coach new dealers on how to get into the industry. Our business also helps casino game inventors with developing, bringing their idea to fruition and onto the casino floor. And if you're looking for even more content, check out our other videos here on the screen. We also offer interview transcripts, flashcards, dealer instruction manuals, the world's first toke board, and so much more at our website, vegas-aces.com. You can find all of these links in the description below. Until the next time, stay lucky, Aces.